Koinange live at the Intercontinental Hotel. What a guest, or rather what a set of guests we have today, because it is a critical show. Let's talk about the axis of evil, if you will. Turkana, Samburu, Pokots, fighting, exchanging gunfire, if you will, back and forth the last couple of years. 42 police officers killed in Baragoy 2 years ago. This past week, 21 police officers slaughtered in Kapedo. Goodness gracious me, and we're talking about the 21st century. How primitive can we be? And we're using the P word. Maybe someone out there will finally hear us. On the bench today, the senator from West Pokot also happens to be a professor in applied mathematics. John Lonyangapuo is on the bench. Right next to him is Mary Kanyamanekai. She is a microbiologist. Right next to me here, Sophia Lepuchirit, all the way from Maralao town in Samburu County. Like I said, a Samburu, a Turkana, a Pokot, talking about the issues. Let's carry on with the conversation. And the tweets, by the way, are coming in really thick and fast. A lot of people are, I guess, really interested in this show. Gerald Leparillo says, Kamama told the president that criminals are in the mountains. Now 8 guns have been recovered. Who called the bandits to return the guns? Yeah. Jared Kirui says, Jeff, please check if Lonyangapuo carried a gun. You know a Pokot is the most scary human being. Oh my God. Francis Lepicas. What kind of name is Lepicas?
Lepicas.
Samburu?
Yeah.
Samburu. Lonyangapuo should be prosecuted by what he is saying. I am bitter as an Ilchamus.
Ilchamus.
Ilchamus?
From Baringo.
Yes, from Baringo.
What is his interest in Baringo?
Yeah. Yes, what is his interest in Baringo? He has just told us we don't have enough resources. Should we kill each other, butcher, so that we can be given more resources? Or should we unite? Senator Lonyangapuo, Mary Akai, and Sophia Lepuchirit, go to the president as a united front, that North Rift has been left behind. We need to develop. Should we kill Turkana KPR? Should we kill Samburu KPR? Should we kill Pokot KPR for us to be given more resources? I bet not. We have everything on paper. I've told you just before we went on break, we have everything on paper. Beautifully done.
But do you have the will, Mary? Do you have the will to do it? Yes, you theoretically you may have everything on paper.
Yeah.
Do your people have the will?
You know, Jeff, I like it. I want you to give me a chance to say this. I cry for the Elchams. The Elchams are the ones who are living in Baringo, and they are not the two games. The Elchams are mass speakers. They are the Samburus who happen to have migrated to Lake Bogoria and Lake Baringo there, and they are not very rich people. Very few of them are in government, very senior of them, like Kirigoti of National Hospital Insurance Fund, and a few of them in government. And every day they are being attacked by the Pokots. I would like to beg the Pokot leaders to talk to the Pokot youth to stop harassing the Ilchams and to stop harassing any other community. Because it's so sad. The Ilchams have very few resources. And now they have been depleted of everything they have. They are not even staying, their children are not going to school, their homes have been rest down, and you wonder why. Because if it is expansionism, why can there's nowhere to expand.
What is the solution? What do we do with these young men? The solution,
you know, we have thousands and thousands of idle youth among the Samburu, the Turkana, and the Pokot, and also the Marakwet and the rest, and the Chamus. And this idle youth, some of them are educated and many of them are not educated. The way Professor was saying, let us begin by educating them. And I always wanted to say, I wish I could meet the Cabinet Secretary Waiguru, because I believe this government can solve this problem once and for all. And I like what the president said the other day. I really like the president. And I believe this government can solve this problem.
What do you want to tell Waiguru?
If Waiguru can roll out a National Youth Service program, you know, Senator Elashi had put it, it was as a motion to try and improve on National Youth Service. If Waiguru can roll out a big program of 20,000 youth from Turkana, Pokot, and Samburu only, and Chams, the warring communities, and Marakwet, just those communities alone, because it will also bring cohesion among them in training. Train 20,000 youth in all the aspects
Train
of
them
life.
what? To use the guns that they already know
No,
how to
they
use?
know how to use the guns. So we need to train them on self-employment, and we take them through the National Youth Program. Of course, the National Youth Program is very dangerous because there's also paramilitary training there.
Yeah.
And if we train them and we leave them idle,
There's a
then
problem.
we will have trained the mercenaries who will overthrow this country because they already know how to use the guns. And if we train them again on the military aspects, they will kill everybody.
Yeah.
So we train 20,000 youth, and we deploy them in various government
Teach them
departments.
IT.
It teach them if they have not gone to school, which most of them might not have gone to school.
Yeah.
So how do you teach them IT? They won't know anything. So begin by teaching them just basics, agriculture, this public community work, how to dig trenches. But you know, the Pokots and the Turkanas and the Samburus, they think they are Morans, they can't even dig the toilet. You know what happens, Jeff? When you employ them in the army and you take them to the kitchen, their father comes and tells them, get out of the army because now you are a woman. We need to train them, this idle youth, and then I support disarmament completely.
Okay, speaking of disarmament,
Yes.
Professor,
Tell us,
Senator,
Professor.
where are these guns coming from? These are brand new AK-47s. West Pokot is not too far from the Uganda border, right?
Jeff, I want to correct one accusation and one impression you just read.
Go on.
Why is Professor Lonyangapuo
Yes.
coming to Baringo County?
Exactly.
I've heard people talking about that. As a leader from North Rift, and hearing and seeing your neighbor's house on fire, will you sit down and say, sorry, let them burn? Never. And to the extent that I am called by senior official, remember also I was a PS up to recently.
Yes.
People know me here.
Yes.
Senator, you used to work for us. What could have happened? So I want to tell the people who are in Baringo, I am your friend. And the Ilchamus, their small problem that they have there, which has become too big, that one they can sort out with their leaders. They have Kinakidion and everybody. If they want to call us, we are ready.
Yes.
But this other one, I went because it was a national calamity, and I was called, and I didn't want it to proceed.
But the people in Kapedo are Pokots, are they not?
No, they are
The
Turkanas.
Pokota surrounding that,
But
that
People
someone
in
called,
Kapedo are Turkanas. Yes.
yeah, that's very good. You can even have a Turkana camp in Nairobi here. They are there.
But we also
You
have
can
one
even-
in Trans Nzoia.
You can also have Pokot camp in Nairobi here. You can have.
But
They have it there.
Kapedo is
I thought it was my time to
inhabited
talk.
by Turkanas.
Go on.
It is also orderly.
The
that-
guns.
that-
The guns,
that
Professor.
we give
The
ourselves
guns.
time. Very good. So that is exactly that. And so my brother should not fear. If they see me in the next 1 week or two in Lodwa with Senator Munyes or my speaker Ikwe Turo, nobody should imagine that what is Lonyangapuo doing here. They should embrace and say we are
Okay,
coming.
Prof, you've made your point.
Very good.
Where are the guns coming
Yes, this is where your guns come from. And we
Whose
must
guns?
apologize.
Not ours.
Not you. I'm saying Kenyans. This is where your guns come from.
All of them.
That kill your officers.
That kill your people and your officers.
Yes.
Why is the border of Kenya
Chorus.
and Somalia empty and porous? Why is our border porous, Ethiopia, and you know flow of guns from there? Why is Sudan border empty? We are not guarding it. I can assure you here, without any contradiction whatsoever, the Ugandan border is sealed. Unless she doesn't know what's on the ground, they can testify. President Yoweri Museveni came up with a disarmament program lasting 12 years, and he did it as follows. He caught the army and planted the army in the border of Uganda. Every 10 kilometers, post. 10 kilometers, post. Supplementing with a GSU camp, supplementing with the Uganda People's Reservist camp. You get KPR in Kenyan terminology, about 200 in a camp, could be Pokot, some few Turkana are there, but Karmojang are very many. They are mixed together to protect their land. And then they are told.
So the problem is Ethiopia and Somalia.
Yes, they are now told, the people, then after you are surrounded their people, they tell every Mwananchi, I have protected you, go and confirm. And the officers in the camp go to every village with a booklet. We have come, tell us your issues, we are going to disarm you. Anybody with any problem, if anybody steals your cow, you walk to us, we'll compensate you. We are going to get compensation by force 3 times from that character who was stolen from you. It took time. Let me tell you, there is nothing from that region. I am so proud because of that formula. I am praying and trusting that God can speak to the leaders of Kenya. There's no harm copying what your neighbor has done.
Mary.
Yes. You support
Mary.
I support the disarmament.
The Senator saying.
I support the disarmament.
Fine. The Senator
But we
saying,
do it.
God help the people, the police of Kenya. But doesn't it start with you, the people?
Let me first of all answer the senator. All of us support disarmament. It is only and only if you have never been affected by this issue.
Exactly.
Let me correct one impression. I was born in Kapedo.
Yeah.
In 1992, we went to school in the morning. Coming back in the afternoon, a whole family of 10 people dead.
Your family?
My family. 10 dead in one day. We migrated from there, crossed Suguta Valley, all the way to a slum in a place called Loikas in Maralal town. So one, Professor is telling us here, he is praying. He was a PS. He has just confirmed it himself.
No,
he was a PS.
Yeah.
He was in a decision-making capacity. He came from a volatile region. He was best placed to be telling us what he is asking us now. He was best placed to advise the president then. Tell him that what Museveni has done, I confirm that. We are very proud of what the Museveni has done. We just participated in Lokiriama Peace Accord the other day. And you can't imagine the interaction, the movement between the Turkana, Pokots, Karamoja. The area is so, you can't imagine.
You can never succeed.
But Lonyangapuo professor was there. Why didn't he tell the president to do what Museveni has done? Maybe Museveni was advised by his cabinet. Professor was in a decision-making capacity.
He didn't do anything.
He came from that region.
Okay, Sophia.
Why didn't he do that?
Why don't we respond so that we don't get lost with this?
Okay, quickly.
Yes.
You know, she says her people were killed. Are you telling me when they were killed, nobody reported to authorities as killers are here? It was done. What happened? No decision was done. So in the same scenario, just like three weeks ago, this boy who was killed and cut, a report was given. Nothing was done. In the same fashion, as a PS, when you propose things to be done, nothing also I was PS of public works, I was not PS of security, internal security. If I had been made internal security PS, maybe you could say. So I'm saying it is different to give a proposal and a way forward, but the implementers are different.
Prof, Senator, do we have the wrong people in place in certain ministries? Do we have? Is the internal security cabinet secretary the right person for the job?
I don't know whether he's the right person.
No, come on. You've been in government. Is he the right person for the job? Or is he way over his head, as some people think?
Whatever you want to call, I think Olelengu is trying his best. Let us call a spade a spade. Put anybody there and tell me whether he can perform. Without our whole
I can give you a whole bunch of names.
Give me names.
Sophia.
Give me a chance. Prof, I respect you so much wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I was also in provincial administration. I was an assistant secretary and everything.
And you are KPR?
I know. Of course, yeah. You know that you have to be a KPR if you are not. Let me tell you, Prof. And Jeff, let me tell you. Somebody like the late Michuki really fought cattle rustling the way he fought Mungiki, and he actually succeeded in putting it down. Cabinet Secretary, current Cabinet Secretary, Kimemia, Francis Kimemia, really did very well when he was in provincial administration and in charge of all those, the internal security, docket and everything. And right now, Waiguru is doing very well in trying to remove because the bond of contention.
Who would you have, Sophia?
You know, right now, I don't know who in government. I wish Michuku could wake up, but you know, now I don't know. In government, the person who can really, Olelengu is trying, the way Professor is saying.
No, come on.
But he's not in that docket. You know, you really have to have worked. You must have worked in provincial administration, in the security sector, in the police, in the GSO, and you have to know the backup, and you have to know, because even this arm of government, which is actually the police, the KDF, and the what, they can also make you go slow. They can sabotage you in a way, and they can refuse to. Because if you are
you're not part of them.
No, if you are not part of them, for sure. When you are in provincial administration, you know, you go for paramilitary, you go to CID training school, you go to all this security intelligence collection centers and all that. If you don't know it, those people who are supposed to give you the information can actually withhold information.
And if you just went to Utali?
No. You can't. Maybe tourism.
Thank you.
Maybe tourism.
Mary, who should be? Quickly, before we go to break.
No one else should be.
Yes.
Nobody is fit for any job.
Yeah.
It only takes the will. It takes the heart. It takes the support that is required in that docket.
Yeah.
To me, Olelenku is trying his best. He doesn't know anything about security, yes. But no one, I will not tell you, Jeff, it is Jeff Koinange, no. I will not tell you it is Mary Ekai, no. It is somebody who has the will.
So you said he's trying.
He's trying.
What is that? Is that a C grade? Is that a B minus? What is it?
C plane.
C plane.
Yes.
What do you give him?
C stand, yeah. C plane.
You give him a C plane?
Yes.
Yeah, he's trying.
Prof,
He's trying.
you're a prof. What'd you give him?
You don't create
You
security.
don't grade, yes.
Because security is like a pendulum.
Exactly.
So we don't grade it.
Either you get it or you don't.
You don't
grade it at all.
Yes.
We just, as Kenyans, support our leaders
Exactly.
who are on the throne
Yes.
until such a
You
time.
people, that's your problem. None of you want to make a stand. You're all so bloody.
It is
diplomatic.
We need.
Say something.
It is
These
something.
are people that are dying.
He has a heart. He has the heart. He has the will.
Let's take a break. You people, you're disappointing. Keep
Now,
tweeting.
I want the prof to tell us about the guns. And
Good.
Yes, the guns.
All right, in the meantime, let's take another break. Keep tweeting at Koinange Jeff. The hashtag is JKL. These people can't even make a stand on the bench.
Yes.
We have made a very serious one. Don't dilute it.
We'll be back
Very serious.
in a moment.